Many things are not by single one. Oftenly we require a teamwork. For example, upma cannot made by only with suji. We require many ingredients. Just like that, plastic object also not made by a single polymer. We require many things. What we require, what is the significance of those many things can be explained in this video. The topic is compounding of plastic. Welcome to my channel. Plastics are high molecular weight organic polymers. Plastics are made by polymers. The very important, plastics are made by polymers. The important property of polymers is plasticity. They have they can be ductile and malleable. Ductile mean they can be make it as a threads by applying the tensile strength, and we can also make it as a sheets by applying the pressure. So the plastics are the like just like metals we can make as a sheets and wires. So these are the called plastics. So what is the difference between polymer and plastic? Polymer is a prepared by the monomers. When number of monomers combine each other by covalent bonds, polymers will form. Plastic is made by polymers and additives. So obtained polymers, when added some additives, then plastic will obtain. Okay. So that means, so to make a plastic, polymer is not only sufficient, we require some additives. Okay. So sorry, polymers may be natural or synthetic. Okay. So that means polymers can be extracted from the nature or we can made in laboratory. But plastics are made by us only in laboratory. All are synthetic. Why? Because plastic, how the plastic will generated? By using polymers and additives, we have to mix it and make it as a plastic object. That's why all plastics are polymers. Every plastic containing polymer only, but not polymers. But all polymers are not plastics. Polymers may be elastomers, polymers may be fibers, polymers may be plastics, but all plastics contain the polymers. Remember this thing. So next one is how we need to prepare a plastic object. So how, first of all, just look at the how we can make a upma. So for making upma we need a suji. Suji is the main component to make a upma. So if anyone don't know about upma, please google it. And this is the suji. So by using suji we can make upma, but we require number of different onions, coriander, tomato, kazu, salt, different ingredients we require. All when we mix in proper ratio, finally we get a upma. Same way, if you want to make a polymer object, only polymer is not sufficient. Just like only suji is not sufficient to make a upma, we require all these ingredients. So like that, so we required a different additives to mix with the polymer, then we can make a final plastic object. This mechanical mixing of different additives along with the polymer is called compounding of plastic. So mechanical mixing, that mean mechanical mixing mean heating, bending, solidification. So when we are applying energy, so we can blend it, we can mix it with the additives. That process called comp. So what is the significance of compounding of plastic? So if you take only polymer to make a plastic object, that polymer may not have all good qualities, just like plasticity, thermal stability during preparation of plastic object, and stability after preparation against the environment and weathering conditions. So to give all these good qualities we require to add different additives. Each additive have their own specific reason, so they give the different qualities to the polymer to make it as a good object. So first one is resin. Resin is nothing but which polymer you want to choose to make a plastic object. For example, you want to make a object like polyvinyl chloride plastic object. You just need to take a polyvinyl chloride polymer. If you want to make a polystyrene plastic object, you just need to take a polystyrene polymer. So which plastic you want to make, that corresponding resin or polymer you should take. That's the block main bone of the plastic object. Okay, resin is the main source for the plastic object. So plastic object maximum contains the resins. Okay, so maximum constituents of the plastics are resins. So next one is plasticizer. So plasticizers increases the flexibility and plasticity. So as synthesized polymers are rigid, they don't have flexibility. But when you prepare a plastic object, it should be flexible to avoid the sudden breakages. So it has to be having more weights on it. So when it is weight or pressure applied on the plastic object, it should be flexible to avoid the breakings. So that's why it's need flexibility. To give the flexibility to the plastic objects, we need to add plasticizers. So when you add plasticizers, if you see the diagram here, the plasticizer what we had, so they went between the polymer chains and they are make it as a shock absorbers, and they will give the some plasticity to the material. So the example for plasticity plasticizers are vegetable oils, campers, esters of phthalic acids, and some phosphates compounds. And next one is pillars. Pillars provide the better hardness and tensile strength, good finish and workability. So generally polymer is a long chain. So a plastic object or polymer having a number of polymer chains, number of macromolecular chains, each chain having some space. If you fill that space, the material get better hardness and tensile strength. You cannot easily break that polymer chain by applying energy. So to make it as a better strengthening material, you need to fill that gaps. That gaps can be filled by using sand, quartz, asbestos, chalk powder, limestone, zinc oxide. These all are called pillars. So sometimes these gaps are filled with the fibers. Those are called fiber reinforced plastics. Those fiber reinforcing also is nothing but a compounding of plastics. Instead of pillars, if you add some fibers, aramid fibers, you will get a pyramid fibers. Okay. So pillars give the tensile strength to the material, and also it reduces the cost of the add some polymers. If you add some pillars to the polymer, the quantity of polymer increases. You can make more objects. By that you can decrease the cost of the material also. The next additive is lubricants. Lubricants, example for lubricants are oils, waxes, soaps, and these things. These are mainly used to avoid the friction between the polymers and plastic designing machines. So when you keep a polymer in a machine, there is a when you are applying pressure and heat, there is a friction between the polymer and machine. To avoid the sticking of polymer into fabrication machine, you need to add lubricants. Lubricants give the flawless texture to the material. If you use lubricants, you will get a final object, a very smooth surface, and also workability also increases by using lubricants. So next one is coloring materials. If you see in market, you will able to find different coloring plastic objects. These colors will be imported to the metal by using a coloring materials. So for example, if you add carbon black during the preparation, you will get black colored plastic object. If you add zinc oxide, you will get a white color. Ferric oxide gives red color. Chromium oxide gives green color, and antimony sulfide gives crimson red. So whatever you want color, you can add corresponding additive, you will get a final color, and it gives the aesthetic properties. So and stabilizers and antioxidants both are gives the stability to the material. Stabilizers gives the stability during the preparation, and antioxidants give the stability to the materials after the preparation. When we are using the material, antioxidants protect the material from the environment. Stabilizers protect the material during the preparation from heat and pressure. So these are two different things. To improve the thermal stability during processing, stabilizers are used. Examples are organic metallic salts, amines, alkali earth metals. Antioxidants are it protects against the oxidation, degradation, weathering, moisture, sunlight. So these are example are ditertiary butyl cresol, phenyl beta naphtha, naphthalamine. These are the example for antioxidants. So finally, we have a different additives. By adding different additives, we can improve the thermal, mechanical, acoustic, and optical properties of the material. This is called compounding of plastics. So this is very important. When you mix these additives and polymer, you can blend and make it as a mix. This mix now used to make a final object in a machine. So to make a final object is called fabrication. That fabrication can be explained in the next session. Before fabrication, you need to make a mix with the polymer and different additives. That mixing is called compounding. Thank you for listening.